This is a video documenting a recovery operation conducted by GREGERSON Salvage Incorporated. It is just one of many dozens of projects of its type we have performed in the past 50+ years and under much worse conditions. In this video, a 250,000 bushel capacity bin storing corn has a solidified and intensely hot core. The core apparently originated at a lower level in the bin. Approximately half of the corn had been removed before the core mass started to become exposed, break apart, and clog the floor drain sumps. Normally, as a result of unloading a bin, fresh air displaces the void created by the removal of the grain. Corn or grain generally will flow away from the hot, coagulated material comprising the core. Once the fresh air comes in contact with the freshly exposed hot core, flames will erupt and feed on undamaged corn. What you're viewing here is one of our two grain vacs on this project. They are both discharging into a gravity box that is feeding a 13-inch auger. The 13-inch auger is conveying grain into a flat storage off to the right. This particular machine has the capacity to move 7,000 bushels per hour 100 feet on the vacuum inlet side. We have purposely reduced the capacity to about 4,000 bushels per hour to match the smaller vac on the other side. It is very important that these two machines perform equally at this juncture of the operation. An opening has been made in the bin wall to allow both of the 7-inch lines feeding this machine to draw from this particular location. This grain vacuum has a vacuum inlet and an auger discharge. The cyclonic filters are designed to keep the dust at a bare minimum. The location of this clip is 180 degrees from the first bin wall opening. A second opening has been made where another vac is removing corn at the same rate as the first unit. This second grain vac uses vacuum to draw the grain to the machine and air pressure to blow the corn to the output cyclone. Both units are feeding a gravity wagon. In turn, the gravity wagon is charging the grain auger. Both machines will continue to draw corn away from the burning core as long as the grain continues to flow. Chunks of congealed corn will break off the core and clog the openings from time to time. The chunks will be manually broken up to permit the material to enter the vacuum nozzles. The vacuuming portion of the salvage operation will continue until the grain has been removed to a level as to evenly reduce the sidewall pressure to a point where the next phase of the operation can safely begin. The next step was to cut an opening that would allow large, congealed, burning chunks to pass through without getting hung up. The opening was cut such that it could be rapidly enlarged if needed. Large pieces of the core could break off and clog even this size opening. We've had instances where huge burning chunks blocked the hole, and while we were struggling to enlarge the opening, the resulting extreme heat warped the bin wall and threatened to collapse the structure, especially in the case of soybeans and sunflowers. Normally, water is not needed to extinguish the material. Many times, fire departments are unavailable to render us any assistance. In this particular case, however, we needed to alleviate some possible damages from sparks blowing downwind. Utility crews were working on a gas line that fed the dryer on the back side of the bin. A front-end loader moves the material to a specially engineered screener that completely extinguishes the burning corn. The screener sizes the material to 3/4 of an inch. Anything larger than 3/4 of an inch tumbles off the rear of the screen. Hot material smaller than 3/4 of an inch falls through the screen, combines with good corn, and is smothered out. The screened and extinguished material is then loaded onto trucks and removed off-site. Both loaders are equipped with roll-out buckets. They have a capacity of 125 bushels. They can dump into a 13-foot sided trailer. Once the material quits flowing, the hole is quickly enlarged to accommodate front-end loaders. Once the hole has been enlarged, our portable ramp trailer is placed in the opening and adjusted to the correct height. At this stage of the operation, the burning core and its remnants are easily accessed.